Well, great job that I just came in live because Rashid Shaheed just returned it all the way. Let's see, trip him up. Doing. All right, so it is a touchdown. So Rashid Shaheed returned it all. That was a trip by the kicker. That's what the flag was on. What a way to start the game. Eddie Pinheiro is like 13 seconds into the game and already going to be a 13 seconds into the game and already going to be a touchdown lead. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good. It kind of got partially blocked. So it's going to be 7-0. Incredible for the Seahawks. I did pick the Seahawks to win, obviously. Um, I do think it's going to be close. Did not expect. I do think it's going to be close. Did not expect this already for a touchdown to already happen. Scoring is 13-3. And as long as the score stays lower than 24-20, then I will win these points. So, for my fan, for my for pick'ems. Rashid Shaheed is definitely. I'm definitely glad he's out of the NFC South. I will tell you this. I hated to play against him when he was in the Saints. Hated, hated. I say playing against him like as if I'm actually playing the game. No, I'm not. I'm just saying like for the Panthers. I'm actually playing the game. No, I'm not. I'm just saying like for the Panthers. I had to correct myself there. I was like, bro, what is going on already? A kick return for a touchdown, then like not even, not even at the 20-yard line. Like I think it's like the 27. So it's gonna be a great field position for the 49ers. Interesting. Career at Seattle, Brock Purdy is 4-0. And also they have Trent Williams. Under center, obviously Chris McCaffrey in the backfield. Two tight ends to the left. Well, use checking the motion to the right. Now back over to the left. Play action pass. And Brock Purdy's going to, oh my gosh, he got obliterated. They're saying it's a fumble, return for a touchdown by Eamon Wari. Please say that it's just a pass. I think it's a pass. If that's a fumble recovery for a touchdown, that'd be incredible. Holy crap! What a start to the game. Yeah, it was clotheslined. Not a great start, but it's second down 10 from the 40. Shotgun formation for Brock Purdy. Drops back a pass. Quick throws. Be caught. And it's going to be Juwan Jennings. Gets about 4 yards. Second down about 6. Great. Not look great for me. All right. So third down and 6. 14-14. Let's go in the first quarter. 7-0. Shotgun formation. Christian McCaffrey to his right. Now over to his left. Drops back to pass. Brock Purdy's got time. Rolls out to his right. Throws on the run and caught. And that's be Tongues for the catch and grab up to about the 49-yard line. Be 7-yard gain. First down 10 for the 49ers. So, 9-yard line under center. Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. So has not yet taken a rushing snap. That changes now. Hand off to him up to the 45 and down to about the 42-yard line. So a great run there. Make that second down 3 after that 7-yard gain. Goodness. Gonna be a toss out to Brian Robinson off to the right side. Third down and about half a yard. Ooh, my head is starting to hurt a little bit. Brock Purdy under center. Two tight ends to the left. Chris McCaffrey in the backfield. Gonna be a hand of Chris McCaffrey, who's gonna. Oh, he's got stonewalled. It's gonna be 4th and 1. Great job there by Leonard Williams and also Byron Murphy. Stonewalled him. 4th and 1. 11:50 left to go in the first quarter. Well, really, little Wizards to get into that. Yeah, but it's more so Byron Murphy. All right, Brock Purdy, empty set. Draws back a pass and throws, but however, there was a timeout called, I'm assuming. Kyle Shanahan's obviously upset. He didn't get that timeout until later on. He says bull crap, so he didn't say crap obviously. For number one scoring defense, first time since 2015. 17.2 points points per game allowed. Goodness gracious. Right, so they have a dominant defense. And that's more not going to take them throughout the playoffs. Brock Purdy going to be handed to Kyle Juszczyk. What kind of play call is that, Kyle? Kyle. So on 4th and 1, you hand the ball off to Kyle Juszczyk to run a speed option. What are? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. On the perimeter. On the perimeter with as fast as the Seahawks defense is, well, why? I don't get that. You need 1 yard. You need 1 yard, and you decide, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do a little pitch action. That makes like the first time I understand you get upset because, like I said, it would have been a first down, but like I don't know, maybe call something like that or something different than what you did because I don't understand. Hello, Mindy. How you doing? How you doing? Already a 7-0 lead. Oh, I forgot to add the game on. Let me get that set up for a second. Hold a second. We'll score Seahawks versus 49ers. Let's do that. Show me live score. There we go, live score. And then let me add that right here. Yeah, I got it set up like right at when the kid return touchdown happened, so I forgot to get this set up. Oops, there we go. All right, so Seahawks do lead 7-0, but this will be the first time we see Sam Darnold. Obviously, he has been on a little bit of a downward slide. Didn't have the best game against the Panthers, and definitely not have the best game against the 49ers. Hopefully, his injury that he did sustain in practice is not going to be too bad. I think that was an oblique injury, but they've all said that he's supposed to be good, so hopefully he's okay. This is an opportunistic 49ers team, so who knows? But like I said, I picked the Seahawks to win 24-20. I do think the 49ers are going to move the ball a little bit because One thing that wasn't really talked about is the fact that Trent Williams was out last game. Okay, so you did get the timeout called right before the play happened. Okay, ridiculous. All right, so from the 43-yard line, Sam Darnold under center, two tight ends to the right. Going to be a handoff to Walker, who's going to get up to the 45, down to the 47-yard line, depends on the spot. Nice gain there, about 4-ish yards. Going to be second down 6. 11:05 going first. And Seattle's going fast, up-tempo for some odd reason. I don't think they've ever really done that. Shotgun formation, Kenneth Walker to his right, drops back a pass, and just going to dump it off to Kenneth Walker up the middle of the field. He's going to get the first down to the 45-yard line. First down 10 for the Seahawks. All right. Again, they're going no huddle. I don't really remember them doing that a lot more. I guess they were just like, maybe they saw something on tape. Shotgun formation, run back to his right, drops back a pass, and is going to throw across the middle, and that's going to be almost intercepted by Lenore. Second down 10. 10:25 going first. Sam Darnold on the center, Charbonnet in the backfield. I formation. Gonna be a toss to Charbonnet off to the left side. He's got some blockers. Gonna be up to the 40, not 40, 36-yard line. First down 10 once again for the Seattle Seahawks. 10-18. Let's go to the first quarter. Hello there, Zoe. How you doing? How you doing? So like I said, it is 7-0. It is helpful that you have Rashid Shaheed just absolutely just torch the kickoff unit. But 49ers did move down the ball, but I just don't get that fourth down and 1 call. It's just it's gonna bother me for a second. I'll get over it, but it doesn't make any sense. 9:50 left to go in the first quarter. Sam Darnold on the center. Gonna be I formation once again with Charbonnet in the backfield. Barr to his right. Gonna be a handoff to him off to the right side. He's gonna get to the 26-yard line. Well, actually, I think I'll mark a little bit shorter, probably closer to 27. So between 3 or 4 yards, second down, about 7 for the Seahawks. All right. Jack Smith and Jigba at running back. Ken Walker at slot. Shotgun formation. Drops back a pass, and a quick throw to the right, left side with Cooper Kupp. He's going to be short, so it'll be third down and 1 for Seattle. 8:50, let's go first. And in the at running backs, like it definitely puts you in a tough spot for sure. They got it. They got it easily. They got it really easily. First down 10 from the 19. First down 10. Yeah. No, like I said, the tush push for some of the other teams have been really working out. You see with tight ends with certain teams, like I said, Barner does it. Panthers have Mitchell Evans do it. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be banned anytime soon. I'll be surprised if it is. Right now they're showing Clint Kubiak, a very hot head coach candidate. Sam Darnold shotgun formation with Kenneth Walker to his right. Going to send JSN in motion up to the right. And going to be a false start, I believe, on Abraham Lucas. I thought I saw him move first. Let's see here. Yep, Abraham Lucas with a false start. So back him on up to me, first down 15. Sam Darnold on the center. with Ken Walker in the backfield. Hands off to the right side, and he's going to get the corner for the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Gain about 6 yards there. Second down and 9 for Seattle. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0, but Seattle is driving on down the field. Under center. Oots in the backfield. Gonna send Cooper Kupp in motion to the right. Gonna be a play action pass, and Sam Darnold's got plenty of time. Throws, and that's gonna be Cooper Kupp just short once again, but does gain about 9 yards. It's gonna be third down and 1. 6:20 left to go the first. All right, Sam Darnold shotgun formation, and going to be a handoff. That's going to be great job there by the 49ers D winners shooting the gap, and a loss of about 2 to make that fourth down and 3 for Seattle. Got to kick a field goal at this point. Great job there, Livingston, Seattle. Jason Myers. This is going to be a. That should be that long. What? 31? Yeah, 31-yard field goal attempt. And it's basically right down the middle, too. Snap, hole, kick is up. The kick is good. So it's going to be 10-0. 5:06 left to go in the first quarter. Here's the thing. San Francisco still did move the ball a little bit. Obviously, won a little bit more. But they still were able to move the ball. So, if you're able to uh, get a field goal out of this drive or something like that, still keep it a one-possession game, as long as the 49ers keep it close, I still feel like, that they still have the opportunity to possibly be able to win this game. I still think Seattle wins it. Obviously, like I said, it's still really early in the game. But without having a lot of the explosiveness from wide receiver, because like I said, Ricky Parasol is probably the most explosive wide receiver, but like at the same time, like he's been injured. How effective is he really? Because he's at like 75% probably. You don't have George Kittle, the more reliable option. You can use Chris McCaffrey, but like they're keying in on Chris McCaffrey all the time. So like I'm interested to see how Chris McCaffrey does this game, because like I said, know for a fact they're going to be trying to use him a lot more. But there's only so much you Chris McCaffrey. That's not a great matchup. Like I said, Emma Warrior is like he's athletic freak. He's able to match up with him, which is like I said, dangerous weapon to have for Seattle. You got incredible interior pressure, so that's the reason why running the ball is so hard against Seattle. It just comes down to, can you be able to hurt them over the top? Because as good as the Seattle team has been, they've also struggled, especially like I said, going against the Rams. So if they meet up against the Rams again, like how is that going to do like later on? So I don't know. We'll be interested to see how this game goes, and also how the other two divisional games go. Because like I said, I think like I said, anybody can win this year. Because I think there's like a lot of weaknesses on each teams that could be exploited by the other teams. There's no team I'm like, well, they're just a bad match for everybody. No, there's definitely some weaknesses on this teams. Kick is underway, and it's going to be return from about the 6-yard line to the 15 to 20, up to the 25 as Sky Moore running into his blockers. Don't know why he's doing that. But, like I said, it'll be first down 10 for 49ers. A little bit pushing and shoving going on, because like I said, this is a divisional matchup. Big old pile up. And we're all good. All right, so first down 10 for 49ers at about the 26-yard line. Oh, goodness. Brock Purdy, shotgun formation. Kyle Juszczyk to his left. Christian McCaffrey to his right. And going to be hands to Christian McCaffrey, who's going to get to like 31-yard line, so 3-yard gain. Second down 7. He's something. .435 to go first quarter. Second down 7. Brock Purdy going to be in shotgun formation with Christian McCaffrey to his right. Dropping a pass, getting some pressure. Throws, be caught, and this could be Tongues up to the 40, down to the 42. Fumble, and it's recovered by Seattle. Was his forward progress stopped? Nope. It's Seattle's ball. This is a terrible start. Yep. Ernest Jones forced the fumble. So it's 10-0. 4:13 left to go in the first quarter. And Seattle is in scoring range. Oh my goodness. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I thought was going to happen. All right, 49ers, I need you to step up big time. I need you to step up big time. Because, like I said, I don't want this to all of a sudden turn to, the splattering. I don't want this to be an awful game. Last game was so good. Didn't end the way that I was hoping it would. Because the penalty yards kind of took away from it. But, like, please don't be a blowout. That's going to be awful. That's going to be awful if that's the case. Seattle so far has been relying on their run game, which is good. Try to keep the ball out of Sam Darnold's hands. But if you're the 49ers and if you go down by 3 scores in the first quarter alone, Seattle's not change anything up. They can just run the ball if they want to, and maybe just flash passes off of that. Just not put Sam Darnold in any kind of situations. And I'm not trying to speak like Sam Darnold like he's like the reason why Seattle will lose, but he is a reason why they could lose, and you're taking away that possibility by being down by so much. So I need the 49ers to buckle up. I need them to buckle up because I don't want this to be a bad game. We've had good games so far. Please don't let this be a bad game. .417 left to go in the first quarter. 10-0. From the 42-yard line. Under center with Kent Walker in the backfield. 2 tight set. Anderson, Jake Bobo in motion. Going to be a flash pass and gets the pressure, and he's going to get sacked back at the 48-yard line. Let's go, Mustafa. And that's going to be second down and forever. Great job there, Mustafa. Great job, Mustafa. 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and Sam Darnold's going to walk a little gingerly. Yeah, Mustafa came off like a cannon. Just blew right past Kenneth Walker. So second down and 20 for the 48-yard line. Shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. And is going to throw down the field. Gets the first down. Bro. It was second down and 20. This is ridiculous, man. First down 10, 2:55 to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation. Ken Walker to his right. Goes in JSN in motion over to the left, now back over to the right. Drops back a pass. And it's going to be a screen. Well, it was supposed to be a throw out to Kenneth Walker, a little bit short. Second down and 10. 49ers just need to hold to a field goal at this point. Just hold to a field goal. Keep it at a 2-score lead. From the 31-yard line, second down 10, shotgun formation with Kenneth Walker to his right. Drops back to pass and is getting some pressure. Steps in the pocket, throws deep down the field. Oh my gosh. Rashid Shaheed gets the pass interference. Like I said, it's going to be like first and goal. This is ridiculous, man. Come on. It is 2:40 left in the first quarter. And it's about to be first and freaking goal. It's just sloppy play, man. And Bernardo Green's getting chewed in by Kyle Shanahan, dude. This is ugly. From the 8-yard line, 3 tight end set. Kent Walker in the backfield. Gonna be a hand up to him, and he's going to get to the 5-yard line. Keeps on pushing up to 4. Second goal from the 4-yard line. Second and goal, under center, 2 tight end set. Kent Walker in the backfield. It's a Barner in motion up to the left. Going to be a handout. Oh, flash pass, actually. And Sam Darnold's going to get pressure. Throws for the end zone. And it's going to be a touchdown to JSN. 16-0 with 1:50 left to go in the first quarter. Again, I just want it to be a good game. This is ridiculous. Is what it is. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Because like you're up by 3 scores now. I mean, what extra point to make it 3 scores? So I'll wait. I'll wait. Kick is up, kick is good. Well, yeah. So it is 17-0 with 150 left in the first quarter. So again, the 49ers don't have the explosiveness because of the fact of like the injuries that they've had and other stuff like that. You're down by 3 scores against the league's best defense, and now they can just pin their ears back and just rush you. Like, yeah. Like I said, I didn't think the 49ers were going to win. I didn't think they were going to win. But, like, I just want a good game. I want a good game. I don't want it to be a blowout because it sucks. It sucks to try to comment on a blowout. Because like, there's nothing else for you to talk about. Like, right now, what is there for me to talk about? Oh, well, they shouldn't have fumbled there. Seahawks are just running the ball. They can just do what they want to do. Not a great look to see Kyle Shanahan just, telling off Bernardo Green he's just walking away. So, again, just after the great game that was Bills Broncos, we're having this right now. Obviously, still a whole lot of game left, but it ain't looking good. Ain't looking good. What time is this? Not yet. 9:30. Okay. I got to take a pill at 9:30. It's an antibiotic, so I want to be more specific than just a pill, but it's an antibiotic. I had a surgery to get something fixed, so I gotta be taking that for however long. Well, I got to take it till pretty much Monday. I just I want there to be. I want something positive to go for the 49ers so we can feel like, okay, this can still be a game. But if the 49ers don't get anything this next drive, like, what are we doing? If the 49ers get nothing on this next drive and it's still 17 nothing, and Seattle's just going to be running the ball because that's where they don't feel like any kind of pressure at all, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be great. We need to see something. We've seen some movement. Then we had the fumble, and then we had the stupid 4th and 1. I said I was going to be over it, but no, I'm not really. Largest lead over versus 49ers at home since 2020. And it could get worse. Kick is up. Kick is going to be fair caught in the end zone for touchback. Oh, Brock Purdy under center. Chris McCaffrey in the backfield. Going to send Kyle Juszczyk in motion up to the left. Flash pass. Throw to Chris McCaffrey up to the 40, up to the 45, and all the way up to about the 47-yard line. So first down for San Francisco. 1:35 to go in the first quarter. Near midfield. Brock Purdy going to be in shotgun formation. Chris McCaffrey to his right. Going to be hands Chris McCaffrey, who is going to get about 2. They brought a blitz there, and there was nothing really for him to do. So, well, not even that. Maybe just 1 yard. Second down, 9. 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Brock Purdy, Chris McCaffrey to his right. Tongues in a motion up to his right. Drops back a pass, bringing a blitz. Checks down Chris McCaffrey, who's up to the 49-yard line. Gain of about 4 yards. Be third down short. Maybe third down 4. And that'll take us to the end of the first. Just like 9 seconds left. So third down 5. All right. I'm going to give you some more water. This is going to be a long one. Ah. Oh. Hey there, Emmanuel. Sorry that you have to stream a game like this so far, but in my very biased opinion, I'm loving this. Screw Shanahan. I know you do. I know you hate Shanahan. I'm hoping that it just doesn't turn into a barn burn. Well, not really barn burn. That's what I'm looking for. I would love for it to be a shootout. If it's a blowout, it's just like you can't really add anything. That's something. Other instances started to happen where the Broncos, who have been more so like a second half, fourth quarter team, were letting the Bills come back in the fourth quarter, and it was like that's kind of cathartic. The fact that if the Broncos had lost that game, that like in the fourth quarter they were letting basically just them come back and they weren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. So it's like at least it's entertaining and something I can talk about even when people are down because like oh well they've at least shown some semblance of an offense. They just had turnovers. This is not that. This is, showing right now. Like, yes, Seattle hasn't done that much either. But if you're up by a lot, you can just run the ball. You can just run the ball. Third down 5 from the 49-yard line. Shotgun formation. Chris McCaffrey to his right now. Motion him out wide. Now motion back inside. To his left. Drops back a pass. And you get pressure, steps in the pocket, it's going to scramble, and throws across his body, but up to the 40-yard line, first down 10 for Tongs. Crazy idea there by Brock Purdy, but I mean, when you're desperate, you do anything. He was getting pressure from behind him, and he's just like, I'm just going to chunk this up across my body, what you're told not to do, because no one's around there for Tongs. Yeah, he's literally by himself. So from the 39-yard line, first down 10, going to be a toss to Chris McCaffrey, who's going to get up to about again, like it's like 2 yards. It'll be second down 8. Yards per game, 92. Yards per rush, 3.7. And then rushing touchdowns, only 9. All top 3. That's, like I said, you're not going to be winning by running the ball down their throat. So that's not going to happen. And it's going to throw, check it down to Chris McCaffrey up to the 35, up to the 30, and is going to get the first down. First down 10 for the 49ers. Thank you, Chris McCaffrey. As a Panthers fan, I know that we need to get rid of you, and I'm glad you went to greener pastures with the 49ers, but I thank you for making this game somewhat semblance of watchable from the 49ers perspective. 13 minutes to go in the second quarter. Still 17-0, but 49ers are driving down the field. Brock Purdy will be shotgun formation with Chris McCaffrey to his right, and they got to call a timeout because play clock was at 2. So not great. What is Kyle Shanahan arguing about? I don't know what he's arguing about. He's arguing about something. Bad plays. From the 29-yard line, first down 10. Pistol formation, Chris McCaffrey behind him. Gets to Juwan Jennings for the first and goal. However, it goes incomplete. Second down 10. 12:48 left to go in second quarter. Shotgun formation. Draws back a pass. And gets some pressure. Throws it away. Third down 10. Shotgun formation. Chris McCaffrey to his right. From the 29. Draws back to pass. Got time. Throws and be caught by Chris McCaffrey, who's going to be wrapped up at the 24-yard line. Great job there by Devon Witherspoon. And actually gave him up to 23. So great job there by Devon Witherspoon. It'll be fourth down and a field goal attempt by the 49ers to cut it down. It's somebody's good. So it is going to be 17-3. 11:58 left to go in the second quarter. So at least the 49ers got on the board and make it a 2-score game. It is still, though, a 2-score game. Better than a 3-score game, though. All right, 49ers defense. I'm going to need you to just whisper as you're going by Sam Darnold. Say you're just, off the edge. Just whisper at Sam Darnold that he's seeing ghosts. And then maybe you get a turnover. Maybe that can be the change in the game. I still don't feel great. Shade. Also, I'm starting to have a headache with working with this. So, obviously, not great. What time is it? I still got about 20 minutes, so I need to take it. Oh, gosh. Applebee's on date night. I was watching the Applebee's commercial. I don't know why I think of that song. I don't even have TikTok, but that song made it rounds all the time. Oh, I'm trying to think about what Seattle's going to do when they come out. Obviously, you got a great run game. You can rely on that because you're getting 4, 5, even sometimes 6 yards a pop. And so you don't really have to do anything special. You can just rely on your run game. And if you just rely on your run game, then boop, you're fine. You don't have to put Sam Darnold in those difficult positions. But if you get down to the third and long, you possibly can. However, you were at second down and 20. Second down 20. And they got it immediately. Like I said, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. It's why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we decide, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to let up a second down 20. And that's the reason why Kyle Shanahan was getting on to Renardo Green. He let that up. But it's hey, second down 20, bud. How would that happen? I don't know. So it is going to be kicked off by Eddie Pinheiro. So let's see here if it's going to be a decent return. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Return from the 5 to the 10 to the 15, up to the 20, 25, 30, up to the 35, down by the 37-yard line. Now first down 10 for Seattle. 11:52 left to go. Sorry, 11:52 left to go in the second quarter. Still 17-3, but hopefully we can have a stop here for the 49ers. Just honestly, just for the sake of all the fans who are watching, just get a stop. Then maybe we can have hope it can be a close game. So, under center, Charbonnet in the backfield. Two tight ends to the left. Going to be a handoff to Charbonnet, who's going to get up to about the 39-yard line. Great job there by the 49ers. So it's about a 2-yard gain, second down 8. All right, shotgun formation, bunch to the right, and Kenneth Walker to his left. That's the Shaheed in motion to the left, and going to be a screen pass to Kenneth Walker, who makes one miss, gets up to that 45-yard line. It'll be third down and 2 for the Seattle Seahawks. 10:55 to go second quarter. Sam under center, two tight ends to the left, Charbonnet in the backfield. Going to be a flash pass and get some pressure. Throws deep. Incomplete. Try to get to Rashid Shaheed. Fourth down and 2. And Seattle actually is going to probably go for this fight, I guess. Well, no, they'll probably want to punt this ball away. You're up by 2 scores. You don't want to give great field position. All right, so 10:21. Let's go to the second quarter. Got to punt this ball away. Oh, gosh. I'm already yawning a whole lot. This is not good. That's why I want some offense, because otherwise I'm going to start being lulled to sleep. Punt is underway, and it's going to be down at the 4-yard line, if that. Yep, from the 4-yard line. Great job there by Dickinson. So 10-12 left to go second quarter. 17-3. 49ers are deep, way on their own side of the field at the 4-yard line. Not looking great. But 49ers do get a stop, which is great. If 49ers can, meander down the field, have a good drive, especially if you can somehow score a touchdown, then the momentum is back on your side. Because yes, you will be down by 7, but your offense is still moving the ball. Seattle is not. Because so far they've had 40-yard drives. Really, it's been set up by your stupidity. So, again, I don't know the right word I'm looking for. I'm trying to make sure this game does not go off the deep end. Because if it does, like I said, I don't know if I can stay up and stream it. Because like I said, I'm already feeling it. And the longer this drags out, it's going to be hard and hard for me to stay awake. I just know it. So I just need actually 49ers should have some semblance of offense, and that'll be great for me. Oh, cool. They're showing the Kubiak brothers with their dad. They say Clint, office coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks, and Clay Kubiak for the 49ers. Going to be a handoff for Chris McCaffrey. He's going up to the 10, up to about the 12-yard line, so nice gain there. It's going to be a gain of 7, second down 3. 10 minutes up, go second. Okay. Under center. Going to be another handoff to Chris McCaffrey, who gets up to about the 15-yard line, actually get the first down. So, gain of 3 there by Chris McCaffrey. Did kind of spun down there by Jaron Reed, though. Yeah, look there. 17 yards, turnover on downs, 14 yards fumble, 43 yards that field goal. Hmm. Hello there, Luke. They just announced Bo Nix broke his ankle and is out the season. Really? That's crazy that he broke his ankle and still played. Bo Nix, not Bo. Brock Purdy throws the tongs, gets to the 30-yard line, first down 10. That's that would be interesting. I don't. Okay, are you sure, or are you trying to punk me? Because like I said, if that's the case, and it's the same as the injury that Bo Nix had, his final game at Auburn was breaking his ankle against Mississippi State. Um, in that case, it'll be Jarrett Stidham starting. So again, I can't trust you, Luke, because like I said, what you did that to me last time. So again, I'm not buying it. Shotgun formation, going to be a play action pass, throws across the middle, and great grab there by Tongs. It was the 47-yard line. First down 10 for the 49ers. Hey, let's go. I need the Texans to win tomorrow. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because one, not only will it be the first time that you'd ever, as a Texans, make it to the AFC Championship game, but you have a great shot. Look at that, just over Ernest Jones' fingertips. From the 47-yard line, under center, going to be a handoff to Chris McCaffrey, who's going to cut and get about like 2 yards. Second down 8 from the 49-yard line. I'm really not joking. It's been reported by like everyone. Really, that's crazy. I wonder if it's the same as the ankle that he broke at Auburn. I know it's been like forever since that happened, but like still, I mean, like breaking an ankle still takes some recovery time. From the 49-yard line, shotgun formation. Brock Purdy, Chris McCaffrey going to send him in motion. Going to do a flash pass and get some pressure. Going to check it down to Chris McCaffrey up to the 45 and barely getting the first down. Great job there with Chris McCaffrey. First down 10 once again for the 49ers. 37 left to go second quarter. Still 17-3. 49ers driving down the field. Hopefully they can score a touchdown. Um, but yeah, no, that's super duper advantage for whoever wins the Texans Patriots game now. Yes, you have to go to Denver. Yes, you have to go against the defense. But I mean, am I really trusting Jarrett Stidham? As much as I liked him in 2017, I don't like him that much right now. It was a bone in his ankle, so not technically ankle, but he's still out for the year. What's the like report recovery time? Timeout call for the 49ers. 6:03 left to go second quarter. What's the recovery time they said for Bo Nix? Obviously he should be back. Um, Probably like I said by training camp, I guess. But that still makes a difference. Because wait, then who would be the backup for Jarrett Stidham then? Because it's Bo Nix, then it's Jarrett Stidham, then who would that be? I don't know. What if Jarrett Stidham took the Broncos on a Nick Foles esque ride? That would be hilarious. That would be something else. Let's just say that would be something else. If Jarrett Stidham led the Broncos on a Nick Foles esque Super Bowl winning um, tear, that would be something else. Did they say when he broke it, so like we can know how long he was playing with it, or what? Because that's the other thing that I'm wondering. If he did break it, then when did he break it? Zoe. Well, that sucks. Yes, yes, it does, though. I'm very sorry about that. But hey, Zoe, we have to believe in your defense, and we have to believe in the magic that Sean McVay can create. Who knows? Who knows? All right, so 49ers are driving here. 6:03 left to go second quarter. 17-3. Brock Purdy going to be in shotgun formation. Going to have Chris McCaffrey out wide. Juszczyk to his left. Going to be a end around and flea flicker. Screen pass to Marcus Robinson, and you get basically back to the line of scrimmage. Again, can we not do trick plays when you're down by 14? Before you weren't down by 14, but you were down by 7, and you decided, let's do a trick play where we hand the ball off to Kyle Juszczyk and do a speed option off of that. Like I said that I was gonna get over it, but I'm still not over the fact that's a stupid play call. That's such a dumb play call. So nice getting there 3 yards. It will be a third down and 6. I'm trying. Brock Purdy in shotgun formation. Chris McCaffrey to his left from a 38. Rest of Jawan Jennings in motion. Draws back a pass. And got time. Throws across the middle. And that's going to be caught by Ricky Pearsall up to the 23-yard line. A first down 10 for the 49ers. 4:27 to go second quarter. Still is being complete. And yep, now come the review. Don't think you got it. Zoe, I guess I'll try my best to celebrate the win anyway, and not to think about that at least for tonight. But boy, that really sucks. It kind of takes away some of the things. Like I said, like he's been the one that's led you here, and and like I said, but besides 37 to go second quarter, and Eddie Pinheiro is going to go for a 56-yard field goal. So, all right, it'll still be a two-possession game. Kick is up. Kick is it long enough? Yes, it is. It is going to be 17 to 6, 4:32 to go in the second quarter. I mean, I'll take anything at this point. And San Francisco scores two touchdowns. Perfect score. Oh man, that is awful news, though. I'm sorry, Zoe. That's. I'm just trying to think like when it happened. I just want to understand. Zoe, not that I don't like City, or I think he can't win it for us going forward or anything, but gosh, that's such a bummer. Especially because I said Brodus has had a great season. You would love for him to be able to finish out the season, like taking y'all, hopefully taking y'all all the way. Because just saying, if the Broncos lose, say, like I said, this is hypothetical, but like say the Broncos lose a close game to whoever they play, it's gonna be like a big what if. What if Bo Nix hadn't got hurt? That's what's I'm already thinking about right now. And I know it's like a whole week away, but like sometimes like that's like it's a huge window, huge opportunity, a home field advantage. You still have a shot. Like I said, you still have home field advantage. If you go against the Texans, I mean, you have a defense to be able to shut down, um, or not shut down entirely, but make life difficult for either one of the teams you play. But you're going to have set them step up for sure. Yeah, we'll just have to do it for Bo. Like I said, you have to Bo leave. You have to Bo leave and sit him. Bo leave and sit him. And you know what's going to be awful too. Because I'm already thinking about it. I'm already thinking about it. Okay. Obviously, this is not the thought for a lot of people, but it is the thought of people who are, they have their narratives and they're going to let it go. Scooter Magruder is for sure going to use this to still talk down about Bo, especially if Stidham somehow wins the AFC Championship game. He is going to be like, "See, it's not even Bo Nix," and like that's what's going to be awful. Or he's going to blame like Bo Nix for not delivering in this game against the Bills, or he's going to talk down about the Bills because in his narrative, Bo Nix still is Auburn Bo, and I'm like, no, Auburn Bo shows up every now and then, but like Bo is still a better, more evolved quarterback than what you saw in 2019. No, not even 2019. Yeah, 2019 when you at Florida, like I said, beat Bo. Like I said, that's what was it 2019 or was it 2020? 2019. 2019 when Florida was actually good with Kyle Pitts and Kyle Trask. Like that Bo was a freshman. And I think that Scooter Magruder still sees Bo as that freshman. And it's like, he's definitely better than what he was as a freshman. But I don't know. It takes me off. It really, a lot of Scooter takes kind of take me off. Because he's so set in his ways that he's never going to see anything else. He thinks everyone else is stupid. We toss out to Kenneth Walker off to the right, and it gets up about the 23-yard line, so 3-yard gain, second down 7. Zoe, if Bo's mom still believes in us, we got a chance, exactly. Interesting enough, So Bo, I don't know if you know this, but Bo Nix's dad retired from Central, so he was coaching at Central High School. Don't know what he's doing now, but I'm sure, like, now they'll probably be. I don't know if they'll be moving up to Denver, but they probably will be, you know, able to see a lot more games for Bo the next couple of years. I think Patrick Nix said that he was going into ministry or something like that. I have no idea. If we have to, Kenneth Walker breaks a few tackles, but it's still gonna be short. Be about third down, about 1.5 for Seattle. But yeah, I mean, Bo Nix's dad's huge high school football coach. They retired kind of suddenly. I don't know why. But I have no idea what he's going to do next. No idea what he's going to do next. All right, so third down and one. 3:13 left to go second quarter. I formation, two tight ends to the right. Give me a toss up to the left, and great tackle by the 49ers. Now, there is a flag. Don't know what flag is. More like it could be a hold, if I had to guess. And Zach Charbonnet is kind of shaken up a little bit on the play. I love Sam Darnold just like kind of taps on the side. You're good. Holding on the defense. Oh, so that'll be first down and 10 for Seattle. Yep. Yep, for sure. That's a huge hold, too. And we're going to commercial break. We come back, it'll be 3:01. Let's go second quarter. Oh, it's already past 9:30. Oh, we're going to take a pill. Gotta take my antibiotic. Unfortunately, you just saw me take my pill. And if you're wondering why in the world I have to stick my finger down my throat, because my tongue decides it wants to be the most difficult thing in the world. So anytime I have to take a pill, I have to shove my finger down my throat. I don't have a gag reflex either, so I don't have to worry about that. But I just realized I did that on stream, and people are probably wondering what the heck was that. But yes, anytime I take a pill, I have to um, stick my finger down my throat because my tongue is like blocking entryway into my throat, just like, no, you cannot pass go. So, like I said, unfortunately, I have to do that. But yeah, I have to take this antibiotic until Monday because, like I said, I finally got my big toe fixed. Basically, this shows my stubbornness. Back in like June or July, back when I worked in my old job when I was at Auburn, I had a pallet like with a whole bunch of weight on it and also a person on top of it. Um, go down and squish my big toe, and because the fact of the person who I was helping was standing on top of the pallet, I decided to drop it without letting me know. My foot was underneath it, so all that weight goes around the big toe. And I didn't want to get it fixed, so I was like, I'll fix it itself. and just waited and waited and waited and waited. And while I was still hurting, I was like, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. And eventually I was like, no, I gotta get this fixed. So I got my big toe fixed, and I got to take this antibiotic because after the also they were fixing. So, but almost done. Gonna be an end around for Rashid Shaheed from the 35 to the 40 to the 45 to the 50. Got a convoy of blockers and gets a huge gain. First down 10 for Seattle. Zoe, on the bright side, there is basically no recent tape they can use to scout him with. So exactly, like I said he might have made some improvement with Sean Payton. Who knows? Yeah, it's just a huge convoy of blockers. I had a coworker at a previous job who had to take pills the same way. Yeah, I just don't know. I guess just my tongue is just like it shouldn't go down there. I have no idea. But 2-minute warning for Seattle. I don't know where the ball's at though. Look at old Drew Lock being at Seattle. Hopefully, I gotta do a little checkup on Wednesday. It's looking a lot better though. Born to be wild. I don't know why I get that song stuck in my head. I get just randomly. It doesn't even matter. It's not even like the typical Born to Be Wild like commercial on, but I just got that song in my head. I'm trying desperately to find and cling to hope here. I agree. Like I said, look. How about this? Zoe? Hope in your defense. Is your defense like 2015 season defense that had the run in 2016 playoffs? No, not quite. But if you can take a hobble Peyton Manning who can't throw down the field at all to the Super Bowl, you could take Jerry Simmons to the Super Bowl. Okay? You've seen it before, Zoe. Was it historic defense? Yes, it was. But this defense is still good too and opportunistic. And it's not like you're going against the Tom Brady led Patriots. It's not like you're going up against the 17-1 Carolina Panthers with top 10 offense and defense. You're going against a second-year quarterback and Drake May with a pretty decent defense. And you're going against C.J. Stroud, who has been on multiple occasions pretty dadgum bad against one of the best defenses. So either way, you still have a shot in either game you have going to the Super Bowl against an NFC team. And at that point in time, anything can happen in the Super Bowl. So again, you never know. Cling on to that hope. Cling on to hope of your defense. Defense willing you to a championship. You've seen it happen before. It can happen again. All right. So, first down 10 for the 36-yard line under center. Going to send Oots in motion over to the left. Now he's over to his right. Flash pass and get immediate pressure. Rolls out, throws Oots, and big hit by D. Winters. Knocked the ball free. Second down 10 for the Seattle Seahawks. 1:55 to go second quarter. Looking for the adventure. Wherever that's like I said, that song's in my head now. I'm gonna make it happen. Goodness gracious. Oots. What is that? All right. From the 36-yard line, shocker formation with Kenneth Walker to his left. Gonna send JSN in motion over to the right now. Back over. Oh, actually in the backfield now. Dropping a pass. Rushing 4. Throws across the middle and dropped. Actually, no, it dropped kind of a little bit too far ahead of Rashid Shaheed. Need for more speed. Third down 10. 1:51 left to go in the second quarter. Manda boo. Got a boo. D, we're going to take yourself a little bit of a break. You done good so far, D. All right, 49ers, good stop here. Empty set for Sam Darnold. See what he can do. They're bringing the blitz. He's getting pressure and caught Jake Bobo up to the 21-yard line. First down 10 for Seattle. Jake Bobo just cooked little. He cooked them just a little bit. He really did. He coming out clutch. Mike Bobo's son, by the way. Two tight end set under center with Kenneth Walker in the backfield. Going to be Kenneth Walker. He's going to try to cut back on the left to the 15, up down to about the 10-yard line. First and goal for Seattle. Depending on the spot, maybe they didn't get the first down. Depends. But 58 seconds left to go in the second quarter. In the second quarter. So, they're going to say second down one. Under center, Kenneth Walker in the backfield. And going to be Kenneth Walker who's going to get the first down and down about the 6, maybe the 7-yard line. 34 seconds. Timeout's called by Seattle. Looking for adventure and whatever goes my way. That's great. Just like my mind. So showing Zach Charbonnet going to the locker room. Like I said, he got whopped on that third down. Zoe, thank you, Ryan, for the encouragement. It was greatly appreciated. I appreciate that you appreciate the appreciation of your defense. First and goal, 36-yard line. 36 seconds left to go second quarter from the 7-yard line. Going to be Kenneth Walker, who's going to try on the left side. He got speed. He's going to get the edge and a touchdown to make it 23-6. 31 seconds left to go second quarter. All right, Seattle, you get your extra point. That's enough scoring for today. Okay, you get your extra point and then enough scoring. You don't need to score in the second half at all. Just don't score at all in the second half. That's what we want. Okay, that's what we want. No scoring whatsoever. Please, no scoring whatsoever. Thank you very much. Jason Myers on for extra point. Kick is up and kick is good. So it is 24-6. So 31 seconds left to go in the second quarter. In the perfect world, which would be the world that, I wouldn't pick us for the first time. Seattle doesn't score in the second half at all. They just kind of maneuver on down the field and just just give up. And then, San Francisco scores 2 touchdowns, make it 24-20. And that's a perfect world. 24-20. Seattle just, just wins the game. Emmanuel. Kenneth Walker touchdown in this economy? Why not a Jake Bobo just sweep into the forward pass? Well, we cannot be too creative there, Emmanuel. I'm sorry, but too creative of a playoffs would be too much for the audience to be able to handle. I mean, if we saw Jake Bobo just go off, the world's not ready for that. So sorry that, Emmanuel, but cannot have that happen. But you know what we can have, Emmanuel? We can have the creativity of having a speed option with Kyle Juszczyk. So you can't have that. You can't have Jake Bobo throwing a pass. I'm sorry. Can't do it. So Jason Myers on to kick this ball away, and it's going to be for a return from the 10 to the 15, 20 up to the 25 to the 30 before he gets dragged down, and that's going to be where the 49ers start with the ball. 28 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Zoe, if we can send Peyton Manning to a Super Bowl, then City and the defense, mostly defense, can lead the charge to a victory. Yes, they can. You must believe there, Zoe. You must believe. Because only your belief can maybe uplift the Broncos to the ultimate goal. To score a touchdown in the Super Bowl and then win 7-0. That is the ultimate goal. Whatever NFC's opponent you face, you shut them out. And you let Sidham just score a touchdown and you're fine. And it's going to be a throw and incomplete pass. So 23 seconds left. Brock Purdy, 12-17, 103. So not a bad day for Brock Purdy, but not a great day either. All right, so Broncos should sign Philip Rivers. Well, that would be kind of interesting, wouldn't that be? that'll be wild. You know who they could also sign? They could also sign. Well, let's see here. I think maybe sign Peyton Manning back. Who knows? Brock Purdy up to the 35, up to the 40, up to the 45, and all the way down to about the 40-something yard line. Time was called by by the 49ers. So they are getting close to field goal range. Close. No, you know who? I was like, I thought a better one. Emmanuel. Okay. The Broncos, to right the wrongs of everything that's happened in the last 10 years. Okay. You see this? Okay, you see this right here? That'd be hilarious if the Broncos like, hey Cam, you want to come full circle and just leave us a Super Bowl? Oh, that'd be hilarious. Like I said, is it gonna happen? No, absolutely not. That would actually be kind of funny. Like, I would be like, hey, I can root for somebody. You're not a team, but I can root for him. Zoe, that would be something, Emmanuel, but I'm not sure he'd say yes. Cam Newton would say yes. Cam Newton would say yes. Oh my gosh, coached by Sean Payton. That would be something else. No. Going to pass Brock Purdy and is going to take a shot down the field and it is going to be incomplete. 7 seconds. I think, like I said, they built up their defense to try to stop Kansas City. So smaller linebackers try to cover, kill, and so you're seeing some of the problems. There's going to be Hail Mary attempt here. Brock Purdy deep down the field. Oh, so close to actually catching that for a Hail Mary. Holy crap. So 24-6 going into halftime. But yeah, like I said, I think a lot of people, if Sean McDermott got fired, he'd be like, same thing with Don Harbaugh, how like a lot of people were asking for him. Holy crap, some people were asking for Sean McDermott. Like, he's shown like absolute like domination at times of some of his schemes. Obviously, he needs more. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen for the Bills. Their Super Bowl window is not closed, but they need to hit on some late round picks because right now their cap situation is getting a little bit out of hand. They'll still be competing, but like they desperately need some of these young people to be able to step up, and so far they haven't. Coleman hasn't stepped up. You need him to step up, and he hasn't. Like I said, he's been outperformed by 30. Like I said, you desperately need your drafts to start paying out dividends, because so far it's like, not really. Emmanuel, A Rivers was hooping when he wasn't getting killed, and the Colts D was so he could actually win the All Bowl. Problem solved. Let's see here. Zoe, we're just replacing one Auburn QB with another. He'll fit right in. Yes, he will. You're not going to get Peyton Thorne. Don't do that to yourself. And you're also not getting T.J. Finley because he's with the seventh. He's with his seventh school in 7 years. That's what's crazy. That's so crazy. He has 7 years and 7 teams. Who was the other? What's the other quarterback you could possibly get? Let's see here. There's nobody else really in the league. Robbie Ashford's at Wake Forest. Zach Calzada is technically also like that's more so Texas A&M, but he was at Auburn. He's more so bouncing around the league, bouncing around college as well. Who else? Who else? Who else? That's about it. That's the only one that's still around. Malik Willis. Hey, Malik Willis is Auburn quarterback technically. Started at Auburn before he transferred to Liberty. So you would definitely take Malik Willis, that's for sure. You would definitely take Malik Willis. So we're at halftime, and obviously, like I said, it's pretty much all Seattle. But huge but. San Francisco does start with the ball. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that 49ers drive down the field, I score a touchdown. 24-13 still seems like a huge lead, because it is. But what if the 49ers start really getting after Sam Darnold? Because they've had some great blitzes, and they've been able to get after Sam Darnold and be able to, stop the run every now and then. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, we can have it be an interesting game. I'm not falling asleep right now. Like I said, at least there was something happened, but it didn't look great to begin with. Well, it didn't look great for a little while there. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see with Stidham. It'll be an amazing, amazing story if that happens. Dude, they're showing it again. The 4th and 1, it's still, I said I was going to get over it. I still can't. It makes no sense. In what world does that look like that's going to work? That's what I don't understand. They're showing the fish market. I wouldn't mind going to Seattle's fish market because they have access to Alaska fish, and I tell you what, the salmon that other people get is like a dogfish, which is not the good kind of salmon. If you've been up to Alaska and you've had some smoked red salmon, ooh, it's so good. It's awesome salmon, and then like I said, the people who are actually from Alaska, they are used to filleting it. So they filleted it, and we cooked it. It was so good, so good. Um, but yeah, I didn't know before that there was like a lot of different kinds of salmon. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of salmon. I'm sorry, Jason Statham. Are you drinking whiskey out of a glass with no coaster on the wood? That is appalling. No coaster. I see no coaster there, Jason Statham. That's the real crime right there. You're telling me you want to put a ring on a lovely, lovely wood little thing right here? That right there that's criminal. It's terrible. That's terrible by you, Jason Statham. Zoe, all of that aside, I do believe Stidham can operate the offense completely, and I think our team is good enough to at least be dangerous. Yes, yes, it is. Showing the game-winning kick. What if they're going to talk about the Bo Nix ankle injury? broke bone in ankle. That's all they're gonna say. Oh man, look at Josh Allen. He's been crying. Oh my gosh. Oh, that wow, I just feels. Oh gosh, it feels so bad. I don't want to see Josh Allen cry. Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, talking about him breaking his bone in his ankle. But seeing Josh Allen, just like that little split little thing where it's like his press conference, and you could tell that he's been crying. I mean, he put up 30 points, and a lot of the reason why like they were in such a big hole was because of him, because of James Cook fumbling, and so like he has to blame himself for some of the stuff, for setting the defense in bad situations and that kind of stuff. It's like you fought your way back into the game, and then you lose the game the way you lose it. Like it was a good throw to Brandon Cooks, and he had it, and it got ripped out. It would have ended the game. A goal because he had it. He keeps on just having it, and he loses it at the very end. It's Zoe. I do feel bad for Josh and the Bills. I want Buffalo to be able to win it all. I feel bad for having to be the teams to knock them out of the playoffs. How many more opportunities is Josh Allen going to have? Obviously, he's talented. Obviously, that's the case. But in the near future, things are going to change if they're still not able to make it to the Super Bowl. Like Park, when you asked me about Sean McDermott, I think he's a great coach. I I don't know if it's going to be the same exact thing for Sean McDermott like it needed to be for. Now I'm really sad right now, but I know started. He's actually from nearby Philadelphia. Started under Andy Reid, then, like I said, takes over at the Carolina Panthers with under Ron Rivera, and makes a name for himself there too. But I don't know if it needs to be like the Eagles and Andy Reid where they need to split. But it's like cursed with this one where you went right a long time, you've been relevant, and this generation of the Bills over the last 5 years or so, you've had opportunities each and every time, and this was supposed to be the year. This was supposed to be a year where you did have to deal with Patrick Mahomes and all the fluky stuff with the Chiefs. You didn't have to deal with Joe Burrow. Everything was in front of you. Got into a hole, came back, and it still comes up short. It's a modern day tragedy that I do not envy. They already have plans. I'm gonna do my best acting chops for that one because you really bring home how hurt it has to be to keep off falling short. Manuel, I'm sad that this is how it ends. Every generation has a QB where you think, why does he not win a Super Bowl? He will for sure. I'm sorry, Joshua Patrick Allen. I believe you wouldn't win one. And that hurts me. It does. It hurts because like you can clearly see the potential. And you can clearly see where they had certain areas where like obviously they need to improve. And so you're like, well, if the Bills just make a couple more moves, they'll be right back in it. Yeah, but Patriots are back, and for a while there, in the last 3 years before the Dolphins really aren't that much of a threat. Like I said, because like they can't really the late of the season can't really play. Patriots were awful, and Jets were the Jets. So it's like hey, we can make it to second or third seed, and be able to we can maybe win our division, but we have to compete with a upstart Patriots now. And how how much more times is Josh Allen going to be able to guard line under center? Brian Robinson in the backfield. Going to be a toss out to him. He's going to get upended by Devin Witherspoon for about a 1 yard gain, a second down 9. Or well, no, don't know what that was. So they just I guess they just waved the flag off. You're showing McCaffrey kind of pacing along the sideline. Empty set, going to send Robinson in motion, drops back a pass, and is going to step in the pocket, is going to scramble out to his right, throws, and away. Third down 9. Now put your hand in mine. I just I just watched earlier the tree video, your name tree video talking about the Bills. Congrats, 2025 Bills, because it's constantly have the same exact way, same exact way, same exact way. So that's why that song got stuck in my head. Shot information with Robinson to his right. Drops back to pass. Got pressure off the edge. Like I said, Tongues got beat. And then, like I said, Robinson. From the 48-yard line under center, saying out, sets his feet, just throws one away. No, that's, who is that? Who is 29? That was 20. You're already down a tight end. Oh no, he crumpled down to the ground. Oh my gosh. For the 48-yard line, shock information, running back to his left, saying Kyle Juszczyk in motion, and going to be a draw play up to the 50, up to the 45-yard line. So it'll be third down about 3 from the 45 for the 49ers. Not even going to say who it is. I don't recognize who it is. It's James. I don't know. Brock Purdy shotgun formation with Brian Robinson to his left. And going to be a hand to Brian Robinson, who is going to travel the middle of the field and gets like maybe a yard. So fourth down 2 from about the 44-yard line. Formation, Brian Robinson to his left. Drops back a pass, getting pressure. Brock Purdy's going to get sacked back at the 40-yard line by Leonard Williams. He just bullies Dominic Pooney. this is. Oh, goodness gracious. Wouldn't you have anything great come out of the fourth early blowout? That one that comes later. Kind of like the Seahawks. Julius just shut him down. And I pray, and I pray that maybe, possibly, could be, that that maybe the 49ers can get a turnover here, something like that could be nice. Yeah, but it just depends. Was this a Forerunner? What is this? Oh, it's a Hummer EV. Good for them. I remember when Hummers were all the rage back in like 2011. Big QBs to win a Super Bowl. Best, I was like, I mean, with Matt Hasselbeck being the one to like they made it didn't win. Yeah, Matt Hasselbeck. Kerry Collins made it, but then lost to the 2000 Ravens. That was a battle of big quarterbacks. When Manning won his last one, he was in fact mid, but career-wise, obviously not. Supposed to be a mid quarterback that won it. Oh, Hofstadter, is that his last name? Hofstadter, the Giants quarterback that won in 1986, I believe. A lot of people in that narrative because it can legit change the way rosters are constructed going forward. Like what? You're talking about like as far as the yard line, second down 3, under center, Kenneth Walker in the backfield. They send Barner in motion to the left and play action pass. And Sam Darnold throws across the middle, and it's going to be up to about the 24-yard line. Cooper Kupp. First down 10. Going to be Hamels, Kenneth Walker going to try the right side. Get to the 20 up to the 16-yard line. So it'll be second down 2, and you can just see, like, bro, it's not looking good for the 49ers. Unless a turnover happens here, but it's not looking great. Manuel, like a team talking down about top 5 Jalen Hurts now. I'm sorry, that's still funny. But yeah, no, like I said, you're paying Jalen Hurts like a top 5 quarterback. So there is that too. But gonna be Kenneth Walker. Depends on the spot if he's there or not. I mean, I think that's like the thing that people should know is like if you have that elite defense, like you can pretty much just be able to, especially like in the building up your offensive line, building up your defensive line. That's huge. That's the biggest thing because if you build up offensive line, your quarterback more likely to be able to succeed. So 2 tight ends to the right, going to be a play action pass by Sam Darnold, who's going to get sacked back at the 24-yard line. Great job there by C.J. West, the former Indiana defensive tackle. 9-11, never forget. I left to go in third quarter. Top 5 Jalen Hurts was top 5 only in Philly metro area. None for 5 after his rookie year. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that to any quarterback. Same exact thing for after C.J. Stroud had a pretty good rookie year too. Don't put rookies after their first year top 5 anything. They haven't earned their stripes yet. Sam Darnold will be a toss-up to Kenneth Walker, who is going to get up to about the 20, maybe the 18-yard line. Like I said, don't do that to people. Because like I said, they class. Or rookie year. Was I putting him in top 5? No. Colson Loveland. Outstanding rookie. I haven't proven it yet. You can be one and done all the time. From the 17-yard line. So they're bringing a blitz, and it's going to be a screen pass to JSN, and he is going to get just short of the first down. Seattle, just go for it. Make sure you don't get it. Emmanuel, where do you rank Stroud and to a lesser extent? Um, I haven't done a QB ranking yet. Hold a second. 24-yard field goal attempt by Jason Myers. And kick is up, and kick is. Before I answer that question, the 2 to 3 years. If we're taking like a recency bias, obviously top four is still considered in any order. You have Joe Burrow, Josh. What in the world? I'm assuming that was a cat. Good lord. Some cat just had a meltdown outside. Goodness gracious. Caught me off guard. And then like I said, 5 through 10 is a revolving door of people who can have stats, but can they actually have like success? So obviously, like I said, in the top 5 to top 10, like I said, I don't. It depends on your preference. Jared Goff has to be up there. So, like I said, of the success he's had the last couple seasons, Baker Mayfield has to be up there for the last couple of seasons. That's two. Matthew Stafford, to me, and I technically said this also last year, and also especially this year, he has been in top five MVP season right now. So you can say Matthew Stafford is number 5 if you want to. So let's just put Stafford at 5. Put Stafford at 5. Okay. So the remaining of the top 10, you got to have Jared Goff. You got to have Baker Mayfield, because based upon like, yes, at times they have absolutely fallen short, but for the most part they are crucial to their team success, and they've had also amazing seasons as well. So Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff. Okay, let's think about the other three. Other three, be up there. I understand fully why someone doesn't want to put Dak in top 5. There are people who want to put Dak in top 5 because I said the numbers wise, you could say it's garbage time and whatnot, but there are many proofs that the Cowboys over the last couple of years, especially under Schottenheimer and also under all those years under Mike McCarthy, had one of the best offense when he technically had better numbers. But actually lost. That was the year that they lost to Green Bay in the first round. So, like I said, those could be 4 of the other top of like the 6 through 10. The last one that I would say you could consider to be a top 10 quarterback is, if man himself, Justin Herbert. I can understand why some people will put Justin Herbert at the number 5, but I think that you still have to have some semblance of success in the postseason to really be a top 5 QB. You can't fall apart in the playoffs and expect to be put there in top 5. So I would definitely put like Justin Herbert at in the top 10, but near the bottom. Like I said, probably around like 8 or 9. All right, from the 42-yard line, I'll go from 11 to 15 later on. Brock Purdy, shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and side steps, got time, buying time, and throws, and it's going to be picked off. Well, now to talk about it a little more. For 11 through 15, this is the range of Jay Daniels and C.A. Stroud, who are still earning their stripes, who have had great rookie seasons, but unfortunately has not been able to live up to that lofty expectation. So, like I said, you have C.J. Stroud. So that's 2 out of the 5. I say you also put Trevor Lawrence. After the year that Trevor Lawrence had, I think you put Trevor Lawrence in that 11 to 15 range. Then see who else you can put in there. I wouldn't even say Jordan Love yet. She should be either 11 or 10. I don't know why I think of that. Jordan Love for sure. Jordan Love would be 11. I'm just gonna put that in there. Jordan Love should be 11. I don't know why I totally forgot about Jordan Love. And then I would say gotta be through 11 through 15 has gotta be like Caleb. Caleb over the last 2 seasons. Not only did he have a great rookie season, which honestly been overshadowed because like how the Bears lost, he still had an amazing rookie season. And I think it's overshadowed as well because like I said, Jaden Daniels is so good. But especially this year too, you have to put him up there. Bo would be at 16 then in my book, which is obviously, like I said, a lot. It's still top half of the league, and with more room to grow because it's only the second season. So that's why I'm having the second year court at 17. Oh, the game's going to start back. All right, first down 10, 6:09 left to go in the third quarter, 27-6. Like I said, unless something drastically changes, it's awful. All right. Play action pass and throws to JSN. He gets about 5 yards there, second down 5. Now put your head to bed. From the 43-yard line under center, 3 tight end set. Kenneth Walker in the backfield. Going to be a hand of Kenneth Walker who's going to cut back to the right and gets about a yard. It's be third down and 5 for the 42. Who else am I thinking of? Aaron's still, I would say, in the 20 range. Because the last couple years, he hasn't quite been there. At times, made good plays, but like I say, he's not been totally there. Drops like a pass, and 35 throws, caught by Ken Walker, first down 10 for the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, this is so hard to talk about. OMG, no, is my text chain telling me the truth about Bo Nix? Yes, unfortunately, Dobie. He broke a bone in his ankle. He is out for the remainder of the year, and we'll have to rely on Jarrett Stidham. Hello there, Dobie. Hello. This has been an awful game so far because it's a blowout, and it's hard to talk about a blowout. It's a 21-point lead right now. So again, not great. Not great at all. 4:07 to the third quarter. Shotgun formation with is there Rasheed Shaheed to his left? To his right? Yep. The hands kit to Rasheed Shaheed is going to go to the left side. He actually loses about 3 yards there. Great job there by D. Winters. Second down 13. Yeah, I know, Dobie. It's what could have been, but as I said for Zoe, and I will say it again, we still have faith in the Broncos because if an elite Broncos defense can take old Peyton Manning, who's got nothing left in his arm but the power and will of being a Manning, the Broncos can take Stidham to the Super Bowl. Throws and caught by Cooper Kupp's first down again up to the 15-yard line. Bro, this is ridiculous. gosh, 15-yard gain, 303. Yo, people down. I just want a good game, and now I gotta see this slop. This slop is what it is. Boys say nothing but slop, I do. It's an awful game. 27-6, 2:40 left in the third quarter. Awful. Under center with running back in the backfield. Gotta hurry up. No, that's a delay game. Delay of game, but they took a penalty. They took a timeout though. Doobie. I hope the best to Bo. He was dealing today. Yes, he was in fact. Falcons have hired Stefanski for head coach. Well, dang, I have a head coach now, I guess. Emmanuel, you should be happy. Happy, happy, happy. Because Stefanski is going to make your offense go, and you got Ulbrich for your defense. So, hopefully your division winning shirt looks better than the Panthers' division winning shirt. Been there, won that. I hate that shirt. I wish it was better. I wish our shirt was better for winning the division. So maybe the Falcons shirt will be better. Maybe that would be better. They're the manual, and you get to enjoy that. Goodness gracious! They're showing Chris McCaffrey. He has the biggest red bar right here from his helmet. Did Fox just put on underneath there? Hand off to Kenneth Walker. He's going to score a touchdown, by the way. Did Fox just put a little banner and say the winner goes to the conference championship game? Well, of course. If you win the divisional, you go to the conference championship game. Okay. Dobie. And of course, my text chain is with a bunch of Pats fans who are cheering for that injury as the best path to the Super Bowl. I know. Hey, we're hoping for them to lose. They're looking over the Sims. I'm sorry, Zoe. We still have a whole another fourth quarter and 2:23 left in the third quarter. So again, it's starting well. 49ers are losing their grip on reality. I mean, what am I supposed to add? And it's like, it's not fun. It's just lacking. Who's the Falcons getting? So Dobie, they're getting Kevin Stefanski. So apparently that's what Manuel just said. Kevin Stefanski. So the former Browns coach, I don't know why I said the Browns like that. The former Browns head coach is now the Falcons head coach. So that's going to make a lot of people in Atlanta unhappy because, like I said, they think that Stefanski was trying to ruin Shedeur Sanders' career. And now he's going to do it for Michael Penix. He's going to ruin his career. So I look forward to seeing that by some Falcons fans. Delusion. But, everyone have their opinion about Kevin Stefanski. I think he's a good head coach that was dealt bad hand by his offense because he co-signed on trying to get Sean Watson. Now, how much did he co-sign on it? That's be revealed probably sooner rather than later. What in the world what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? NASCAR, what kind of commercial is that? NASCAR, what in the world? So, I'm going to try to describe this for you. Okay, so I don't know anything about NASCAR at all. But like, apparently, like the one of the drivers is like grilling out, and he just grabs a hunk of meat and he like holds it in his hand, and it imagines like a heartbeat, like a heart, and then he's smashing it onto the grill, and it's like making it kind of creepy. Like what? What commercial? How is that promoting NASCAR? How is imagining raw meat as a heartbeat? Raw meat heartbeat. There you go. Promotion for NASCAR. Also, Hannah Chris McCaffrey loses 2 yards. Talk about when things can't get even any worse. Goodness gracious, that threw me for a loop. I was like, what is this commercial for? And all of a sudden, I see like in between like the NASCAR, like the people are driving. I'm like, this is NASCAR. I was like, if I know nothing about NASCAR, and all of a sudden I see this commercial, I'll be like, why would I want to watch that? like, like what? I don't know. I don't understand why people do certain things for ads. I don't get it. Second down and 12. Brock Purdy is rolling out. He's fighting for his life. He gets like a 36-yard line. It's gonna be third down 6. Like I said, I don't get it. I didn't have a degree in marketing or whatever, so like maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But like maybe, just maybe, I would make an ad that make people want to go see um, either my thing, um, whatever that might be. So maybe make it make sense, because I don't when I think of driving, I don't think of raw meat heartbeat. Getting pressure, throws down the field and caught, and no, actually dropped. Tariq Woolen knocked it out. Juwan Jennings, fourth down and 3. 52 seconds left to go third. 34 to 6. In case you're wondering. In case you're wondering, it's still 34 to 6. I know that you know we could have thought that maybe there would be more offense for the 49ers, but no, it's still fourth and 3. Not even the fourth quarter yet, by the way. Still got a lot of time to go. Brock Purdy in shotgun formation. Chris McCaffrey to his right. Sorry if I sound disinterested. It's because I am. It's because I'm very disinterested in this game, because this is stupid. This is so stupid. This was supposed to be a decent game. I was like, okay, well, yes, it was a close one. It's 13-3 before, but like, having Trent Williams is going to have them open up a little bit more. Obviously, not having Travis. Just following with my words. Not having George Kittle is a huge impact, but hey, bringing back George Kittle, bringing back Trent Williams, gives them something on offensive line that they didn't have the previous game. But then you go down. It's just one thing after another. Just awful, complete awfulness. Fourth down and 3. Shocker formation. Christian McCaffrey to his right. Drops back the pass. Getting immediate pressure. And rolls up to his right. Is evading the pressure. Brock Purdy. Third quarter. Turnaround downs. This. Stuck in my head. But I'm just thinking of just random stuff at this point. Random. Probably sue. Because Stefanski be like, I don't want to do your stupid little pistol. Take your pistol somewhere else. Take it to Oklahoma State. Oh wait, you didn't get that job, did you? Boom, roasted. Yeah, no, you're probably gonna get rid of Zach Robinson, but that was a given. Nobody wants Zach Robinson. Nobody wants him at all. He can go, somewhere. Enjoy your buyout. How about that? Oh, honestly, this game needs more than a little Jesus. Needs a little Jesus. Needs a little Jesus. Needs a little bit of some holy water. Priest, sprinkle some holy water on the side of the tire loop mist. As you can tell, I'm very disinterested because all of a sudden I am starting to get like a little loopy. and not very interesting. And that's when my mind just goes to places, and it's just going to be like bada bing, bada boom, just go different places, and just like all of a sudden I'm going to talk about something random, and that's probably going to end up happening. But let's try to stay on topic. So talking about the Falcons again, like I said, guys, Kevin Stefanski, great. I said we already talked about this before, but Stefanski with Kirk Cousins, like back in the day from 2017 and 2019 for the Browns. So I said Kirk only has so much more years. That kind of scheme is like same thing as Zach Robinson, but better results. So yeah, like I said, hopefully your offense is going to be actually pretty good, and also your defense should be good. You still keep, you still keep Ulbrich. So again, I am very tired. I can already tell that. My mind's already gone around and around and around and around. From the 37-yard line, I understand they're going to be handoff to Kenneth Walker to the 35 to the 30 up to the 25, all the way down to the 24-yard line for another first down for the Seahawks. And that should take us to the fourth quarter. There's 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter and only 34 seconds left to go on the play clock. So again, Seattle could just go smooth into the late night. Make sure you stay healthy. Obviously, like I said, you're gonna have home field advantage for the 2014. Because you had the home field advantage in 2014 with the Green Bay had the lead, and then all of a sudden you came back and won. So I can feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? We talked about that before. When was this? Parker, when was that? We talked about Michael Jackson. Talk about the Jackson 5 and Jacksons, and then Michael Jackson goes on his own. But can you feel it? With the Jacksons, I believe when was that? Late 70s, early 80s, before Michael Jackson hit his own on his own. Dancing, dancing, machine. That's also Jacksons as well. Them with the boogie, also for Jacksons. As you can tell, I'm just talking about something random because, like I said, who cares anymore about this game? Doobie. Stefanski is a great coach. The Browns were the idiots making his job harder by getting rid of Baker and trading for Massage Watson. Exactly. I'm saying part of it is we don't know exactly how much was him and how much was Haslam. Because I said obviously Haslam has had the history of intervening. Though I will say Stefanski is at fault for the Baker situation because Baker was hurt and it was obvious. And yes, you were in a playoff window, but by playing injured Baker, you made the situation worse. Kind of similar to what happened with the Falcons. I can definitely blame on Stefanski. How much you can blame for the Deshaun Watson thing is to be determined. Get Deshaun Watson. Who cares what he's done? We want a better quarterback. Do we know this about how Stefanski actually basically wanted it? We do not know. So that's up for debate. But the thing is, the Browns organization since 1999, so when it came back, 2000 either 2 or 3, 2007. Didn't win either one. You got them into the playoffs, the Chiefs. And then in 2023, with a new quarterback in Joe Flacco, made him look amazing. So again, he has pedigree. Down to the 10. Great job by Seattle Seahawks, but just keep on churning. Keep on moving down the field. I mean, this is just a shellacking. This football season over with now? Yes, sir. Unless by some miracle. Unless by, maybe just possibly that the 49ers can score 28 points in the fourth quarter. Maybe. Probably over. From the 9-yard line, first down goal. We're going to be under center of the air. So we'll be second and goal once again for the 49ers. Seattle's signature blend. They did, in fact, hire Mike McDaniel as a head coach. What could have been if he had gotten hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Only team in NFL with top 3 scoring offense and defense. Amazing. Oh, what could have been if he had gotten hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he had been hired by the Ravens? Oh, what could have been if he Yeah, Johnson, Dan Morgan to have that. Like, just build up best available. If we can have an edge rush, man, hand out to Kenneth Walker just runs through Mustafa up to the 6 yard line. At least third and go from the 6. From the 6. All right. Dobie, if he had a hand, I think he will have learned from that to see if players are playing through injuries or if they are just slip this. I'm pretty sure, but I think the average fan thinks it's good. Well, the average media people want somebody else because they didn't want Stefanski. They wanted somebody that's like either new or fresh or whatnot. They didn't want a retread because in their mind a retread is a step back because technically Raheem Morris was a retread. So again, you understand it. However, is it the right person for y'all right now? Yes, it is. Someone with playoff experience, someone who's offensive minded, and someone that's familiar with, at least some people on your team. And off Kenneth Walker, who's going to be easily getting in the end zone for a touchdown, it is now 40-6. Lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. Look at that 49ers fan in the sea of Seahawks fan. That must be embarrassing. Imagine being blown out in the playoffs. Oh. For shame. For shame on you. We had great playoffs and now we have this crap. 41-6, 12-43 left to go to the fourth quarter. We have to watch this game right here. Okay? I'm going back and forth through different accents at this point. I have not stayed on a single accent yet. It was what, Scottish to Jamaican? What the heck was that? What was that? I can't hold it because I am tired. I guess my best way to describe when my mind goes this way is like, I don't know. And I'm not, wait, what is this? What is this? Is this a movie about Melania? Okay, that's some thematic elements, and that's realized PG. What? What? Okay. I was like, what is this? I was like, oh, it's Melania, and I was like, wait, is this a movie? Yeah, it's a movie. A movie about Melania. Okay, was not prepared for that. But yeah, no, it's like my mind. I don't know. Is it just goes places at this point, and I can't stop it because, like I said, I'm just trying to power through. So I'm focusing on. I'm more so focused on focusing instead of focused on what I'm saying. So it's like my brain's like, oh, I can go on a little road trip. And I'm going doop 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 doop. Gonna go over here. Doop 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 doop. Gonna go over here. Oh, get distracted. Oop, going over here. A little side quest. I'm going to all the side quests and finishing all the side quests before I get on the main storyline. That's my mind is. My mind is like, let's collect everything we could possibly do before we even fight the first boss. I ain't never played those games before, but that's what I'm talking about. Like that's how I am. That's how it is. This is relaxed, Ryan. This is relaxed, Mr. Green. Uh, this is me just chilling. Just chilling. you know, it'll be really nice at this point in time if we could maybe just possibly Seattle Seahawks just let the 49ers score a touchdown. We don't want them to be shut in the second half now, do we? No. We don't want this to look like an absolutely awful game like the 49ers didn't even deserve to be in, or how awful maybe the Eagles were. Excuse me. That was wrong with me. I want to apologize to everyone who had to hear that. Sometimes it just comes out, and I don't know how to stop it. It just comes out better out than in. I always say. I was the first one to say that. No one else had ever said that before. I was the first one to say that. Speaking of Melania, DC's terrible, terrible game it is. But also, speaking of Emmanuel, talking about the Falcons media people don't liking it. Falcons media people don't like anything. Let's be honest. They don't like anything that doesn't fit their narrative. So just put that there. I mean, like there was Falcon. I mean, it also kind of be perpetrated by also Cam Newton also too. There was Falcons fans that were trying to say they were going to get Mike Tomlin. Like we should trade for Mike Tomlin. I'm sorry, but no. You're trading a first round pick that you don't have to try to get Mike Tomlin. No, you're not. QB sneak. Guess this is an awful game, but yeah, no, like there are people trying to get Mike Tomlin to the Falcons. I'm like, really? You need an offensive guy. Why would you go after a defensive guy? It makes no sense. Especially like the fact that like that they were so like set on like trying to keep Ulbrich. Brock Purdy gets to like 49-yard line. It's a great run there. It'd be second down like 6. They don't want Mike Tomlin. They should not want him. What? That's the thing. You shouldn't want him, but it would fit the world. No, but it fits their narrative. So, like I said, they're going to do so. There are sometimes, and I mean sometimes, I mean oftentimes, where the media just thinks of what's the best thing for them. So, what's going to be the most clicks? Oh, if this person comes here or this person comes here. Like instead of like thinking logically, it's just like what's gonna be the most talking point. Oh, what would be amazing if Deion Sanders went to the Cowboys. That would be great. What kind of sense does that make? No kind of sense, but it makes sense as far as like the talking points. It's that kind of just ticks me off. Because I said it as a joke, like a month or so before people start talking about it for real, and I'm like, really? I was like, all right, like that's funny. Brock Purdy tries to scramble, gets to like the 40-yard line. Emmanuel, I don't like much of Falcons media because of how negative they are. True, very true. I'm so very excited with things, mostly because I'm a newer fan. They're traumatized by the past and so negative because of that. I think that's also fair. Also, like I said, they're a big market in Atlanta. Let's be honest. Let's definitely be honest. Um, the Atlanta media is not only traumatized by the Falcons, but pretty much every single one of their fumble recovered by Seattle. John Schneider is already on the field. John Schneider's like, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and go down the field. We already got this wrapped up. 41-6 and 9-12 would go to fourth. Good lord. Uh, but yeah, I mean, like, you've got the Braves, you got the Hawks, you got the Falcons. The Thrashers leaving also kind of screwed up a lot of media people. So, like I said, like they have other teams that also kind of gave them some trauma. But like, I mean, do you really think that the Falcons were going to go after Clint Kubiak? Possibly, but the Falcons also want to try to get like their people in place to kind of focus on like, okay, this is very important. We got to get this done now. And so when people are deeper in the playoffs, like you have to go out, you're kind of like on a waiting game. Because like, let's just say, all right, fine then. Let's say that the Raiders are taking Kevin Stefanski. So the Raiders are taking Kevin Stefanski. Okay. If the Raiders take Kevin Stefanski and you are the Falcons, then right now you're waiting on Clint Kubiak, right? All right, well, you're waiting on Clint Kubiak. All right, well, Seattle win this game. So go to next week. There will be more head coaching um, candidates who get a job. So if you're holding out for Clint Kubiak, you're wasting your time waiting on him to be able to get it done. And so there's more and more potential of like, oh crap, hold a second. Well, this person's gone now. This person's gone now. Did we actually like this guy, but we kind of really want Clint Kubiak? And what if Clint Kubiak doesn't pick you? Then you're left at the altar, and it sucks for you because you were holding on to Ben Johnson the first time around, and then we got stinking Frank Wright. And then we try to get him a second time too. But yeah, dude, we could have. Oh, we could have. I still like Dave Canales for sure, but we could have had Ben Johnson as well. But look at Drew Lock getting in. Look at him. Oh, where is he at? Yeah, Manuel. Yes, I was so thinking Klubiak was a realistic option. I think it was really I was. I think it was really a realistic option. Good lord, my mind is gone. The question is, do they want to wait for him? Exactly. And yes, Atlanta Falcons fans technically have the Hawks in basketball, but they haven't won a championship since they were in St. Louis. Feel bad for the Hawks. Exactly. And just lost Trae Young. Trade him. I don't know nothing about basketball, but I know Trae Young's pretty decent. So again, it's one of those things. It's just kind of dumb the way that Atlanta has just destroyed the faith that fans have in their franchises. But who knows? Maybe it changes. Gonna be a handoff, and that's gonna be gain about 3 yards. Third down. Oh, Emmanuel. See, I get all that, but if the reason we got Stefanski is because we didn't want someone to get away, I'd be so done with them. Rushing a head coaching hire because of worry, that's what sorry A teams do, which is true. But if it's the best, okay, here's the other thing too. What if, here's the other thing too, that obviously we don't want to talk about, but what if Stefanski is actually the best hire of the bunch? Because as much as we could talk about with Clint Kubiak and what he could be, we have seen what Kevin Stefanski has been. Clint Kubiak seems to be offensive guru. Do you remember who else was an offensive guru? Adam Gase. Do you remember who else was an offensive guru? Nathaniel Hackett. Both of them, like I said, brothers and head coach as well. But there is still that possibility. You've seen Stefanski. You've seen it work. Put him in a better situation. So again, some teams, you want to get the deal done, and you don't want to be left at the altar. So you take times you're wrong, like Frank Wright, unfortunately. Like I said, Panthers desperately wanted Ben Johnson. Did we get Ben Johnson? No, not in the slightest. Zoe, it's important to learn when to stop listening to media people and toxic negative fans often. They are wrong. Yes. That's the reason why I don't want this to be a very toxic kind of fan base, like a community. Like, if you have gripes about the team, obviously voice them, because it's important to voice your frustration. But when you're like cheering for injuries, or you're, cheering for people to get, not cheering for people to get fired, but like you're preying on people's downfall and that kind of stuff, like, that kind of thing, it just makes it where it's like just like not really fun to be around you. So again, if you're constantly like, well, let's figure out how this is gonna screw up, like, don't do that, because then like you're only looking for negative clips, that kind of stuff. Like most of my look at Mac Jones actually scrambling. First down tip for the 49ers. There's still 6 minutes left to go in this game. Um, it's just one of those things where it's like if I am if I want to build this kind of community, we win. Um, but we don't tear each other down. We build each other up. And I mean, say whenever now that we can make jabs at each other. That's what it's all about. Like so you can make jabs at each other, but as long as it doesn't go too far, don't get personal, obviously. Um, but if you're so negative all the time, that's what you focus on. How can you truly be happy? How can you truly be happy if all it's going to be, is just negative, negative, negative? On multiple occasions, people have taken things way, way too far, and they'll say like it's the end of the world. For instance, I made the after Stephon Diggs got traded by the Buffalo. So many people were like, Buffalo's gonna fall off, and how it's gonna work, da da da. And I made a video to succeed. And I had a person comment saying that I was stupid, and I was like, okay, look, that's your opinion. And I was like, did you? I was like, but do you see where I'm coming from? We basically had kind of conversation then, and at the end of it, because I came from a from a positive mindset and try to show like you know we kind of like came on like on different grounds. And then the very next year, like the Bills had one of the best offenses, and it was like there was no true number one, but they had amazing rushing. They had amazing rushing offense with James Cook. This was literally not this year, but last year. And Khalil Shakir was amazing, and like so they had like they had the great tight end duos. So again, I had that the hip drop tackle. And so many people were like, "This is the end of tackling or whatever," and I'm like, "What are we talking about?" I was like, "The hip drop tackle doesn't happen as often as you think it does. It's a way people have decided to try to tackle. It's not the way that you're supposed to tackle. It's just like a leverage thing, so you can easily get out of the game." Has the hip drop tackle been talked about the last 2 seasons? No, it hasn't. So again, it's the constant need of negativity. Now this is going to change the game for the worse, and da 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 da. And then I just make a video talking about like this is so stupid. Don't buy into that. Here's why stuff. And like if you agree with me or you don't agree with me, it is what it is. But at the same time, like it's like showing you don't be so bought into this is the next worst thing. Things are changing and change is bad. No, not all change is bad. Kind of went all over the rant there, but let's see, where is it at? Oh yeah. Dude, I don't know why so many different fans think they would have gotten Johnson. Not you specifically. He was always going to be waiting for the perfect job, and my goodness, the Bears were that team. Very, very true. I'm excited to see what Stefanski do with the Falcons. Very true. There's Zoe as well. Yeah, I basically only watched two Falcons media people. Falcons Today by Chapman. Everyone else I pretty much ignore. Thank you guys. That means a lot. Thanks so much. I got a lot of problems to be angry about. I prefer to make football not one of them, if that makes sense. Exactly. I am not going to be a Panthers content creator that's like a certain one that I would not name his name because he is not completely blackballed by the rest of the Panthers media, but we've pretty much gotten sick and tired of his crap. Where he is always negative and cussing up the storm, and also everything is negative, da, 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 because it's just so toxic. So again, I'm not gonna be like that. And I probably know next year I'll do a lot more Panthers content that focuses on stuff that kind of helps build up the brand. Um, but yeah, I just don't understand that. Pats fans are those kind of fans. Well, Dobie, not all Patriots fans. I have Patriots fans that are not like that. I'm actually going to be probably calling him tomorrow. Well, I won't have enough time. I'll probably call him in the morning tomorrow, asking him how he feels about this upcoming game. Zoe, when I catch myself being overly negative about my team, like, oh, how are they going to let me down this week? Or catastrophizing, oh, golly, my mind is bamboozled right now. Or whatever I know, that's when I need to, like, step away and take a walk. Exactly. Like I said, like, Auburn football and Panthers football has definitely caused me a lot of hurt because I've gotten very invested. But at the same time, like, am I asking for anyone's life to be ended because the fact that the ball didn't go where I wanted it to go? Like, that's what's crazy. Like, at the end of the day, it is indeed a game. It's a game that has a lot of money added to it as well. True. But at the end of the day, it's still a game. Why would someone want to destroy a tradition because you lost a football game? Why would someone want to kill somebody because you lost a football game? Why would someone want to threaten someone else's life and not think twice about it? That's what's crazy to me. Like, threatening someone's life and then be like, oh, it's another Tuesday morning. Like, that's crazy behavior. Like, asking someone to, like, hey, can you just end yourself? What? Like, how can you do that? Like, I don't get that. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like I wasn't a bully because like I was always the quiet kid growing up. Like, I never was a bully. I used to also social bully, so people usually didn't do stuff around me because they knew that I was going to call them out on it. But it's like threatening someone else's life or telling someone else to kill themselves. It's like I don't get it. Obviously, that sounds like a weird thing to like as I say, but like I don't get where you come from in that mindset of just like I'm gonna try to get somebody that I don't like to kill themselves today. Like for instance, and I know this is back in like this is 2013, I believe. South Carolina versus Mizzou, and the kicker missed the field goal. It was like a 30-something yard or a 40-something yard field goal. It was a makeable field goal. Missed it, and it was laces out, like I said, that kind of thing. And he got so many death threats. And I remember, like back then, I mean, I think I already turned 13. I think it was in October. But like, it makes no sense to me why you would have the gall or just a thought at all to basically say, "Hey, end yourself." That makes no sense to me. And it's not that shouldn't be that hard of a thought process of not making any sense to people. But to some people, it's just a random Tuesday. Oh, yeah, it is what it is. Makes no sense to me. But, my goodness. Now you have a team that you can be confident in. Oh, I know which Panthers guy is the guy that came back after he said he was quitting. Uh, depending on which one. Not the two guys that quit. The what's it called? The I can't remember what they're called. I watched one of their episodes before they quit after the Patriots game. They aren't very good. But no, yeah, it's the I can't even think of his name right now. I haven't watched his content in quite some time. It's like Big Cat something, but yeah, he always was awful. He started comparing like I'm not even going to go into it. It was nasty. It was devious work. It was like, dude, stop talking. It was kind of something you don't manual. Not the same thing, but during our losing streaks this year and last year, I try to stay optimistic during most of the games. 5 and 6 game losing streaks are painful, but it's always next week. Here's my next football game was 15-9. I count as a loss because of how bad it was. But manual, don't forget, it was a win. You say it's a loss, but if you remember that Monday Night Football game, you said it was Penix time, and you was right. So again, it was a win because you finally got to see Michael Penix. So because of how awful you played in the Raiders Monday Night Football game, it is a win in my book because it was finally telling the front office, hey, maybe we need to shut down Kirk Cousins and actually see what we have Michael Penix. And then you had optimism going into next year because you had Michael Penix actually play well. So again, it is still technically wrong. But yeah, this game was awful. It was 41-6. It was pretty much like done when it was like 17-0. Um, I'm so glad I did not commentate most of that second half. I felt awful because that's what I'm supposed to be doing, but that's it. Like there was nothing for me to really talk about. What 3 yard run here, whatnot. Oh, it's now it's at the a fourth string is in. What am I supposed to talk about with that? So scoregami 41 to score a freaking gami. Well, wait, never mind. The Discord people lied to me. They lied. They lied. I about to say I was like 41-6 doesn't seem like that much of a score gummy, but I was like, oh okay, maybe. Yeah, no score gummy. W, they lied. They lied. It's terrible. They told you a score. Maybe, possibly, don't lie. That'd be nice. Don't lie. Lying should not become us. No. Ah, it's happened before, but now since like the 50s. Oh, okay. Well, at least it's been a while since we had that. Oh, look at that! Matt LaFleur signs multi-year extension with the Packers. Very nice. Very nice. I'm just gonna be off. Well, tomorrow, W, it's your turn. They should make playoff score going for sure. It is you versus the Rams tomorrow night. So, hopefully, it'll be nice. Now the 49ers football season is over with. Oh, absolutely not, Parker. It is nowhere to be seen. It no longer is. It was. Um, I am about to lose my mind because I'm tired. And as you can see, my mind's a little loopy. So I'm gonna end the stream, and then I'm gonna go to bed, and then try to get some sleep because, like I said, we got 2 games to stream tomorrow. So thank you so much for coming. I really hope the hockey team doesn't leave tomorrow. The hockey team. What a hockey team leaving tomorrow. I don't care how it goes. Stafford is playing like MVP. That is true. That is true. Thanks for the stream, Ryan. Hanging out with you guys made this game a lot more enjoyable. Uh, True. Like I said, this me not talk about this game made a whole lot more enjoyable. So, and there is that.